Hi guys, I have a new workout for you, pull workout, and this is part 2 to the previous part where I present my best exercise that you can do against the wall. You don't need any equipment to complete this workout. It's a full hour workout, so a little longer than the previous part, and it's very challenging. Now you can go ahead and use aqua gloves or ankle weights if you want to take it to the next level, but as like I said, you're gonna have an awesome workout even if you don't have any of those. If you are new on my channel, welcome. Make sure you check my playlist and pick your best and favorite workouts. You're gonna find yoga and Pilates, aqua, intervals, cardio, and strength. You're also gonna see great exercise with some cool equipment. Some of those I recommend you purchase. Some you may already have at home. Very untraditional equipment. If you like my channel, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a new video. Also, if you want to check the filming locations, go to Travel by Marzena and you're going to discover some beautiful places with me. Click that subscribe, don't forget to like my videos, and let's begin with another workout. Find me on Facebook, Fitness Anytime and Anywhere by Marzena. New workout every Saturday. Alright, so number 1 in this video is floating staircase. You're gonna place your hands on the edge of the pool and you're gonna pretend there is a staircase right behind you. So you're gonna mimic those moves with your legs. Remember to keep your core engaged and keep pushing your feet back. Flex your foot, keep your belly in, and just breathe. Inhale into the nose and exhale out through your mouth. Avoid bouncing up and down. You kind of want to keep your shoulders and your hips square and stable. Next, we're going to mix it with jumps out and in, and of course we're going to incorporate our moves now. Yes, they were a little lazy on the wall, so let's keep moving. So now, how you mix those two exercises and any other two exercises in today's workout is really your choice. You can repeat each one 8 times, 16, or even longer. You can also add a little motion to each movement where you don't need to hold the wall. So like this one, you could move backward, you could turn around, or you can move forward and backwards. If you only have a little space like I do today, stay where you are. And then place your hands back on the side of the pool. Continue with staircase. Keep going. This exercise, if done with ankle weights, is even more challenging. That is why I will encourage you over and over again to get those one day. And back to jumps, in and out. I like to stay right here at your side so you can always see how to do those moves. But again, if you have more space, go ahead and explore. You know there's gonna be about 30 seconds here, so you got time to go away and then come back. Notice I'm tucking those knees up and down, really activating core. It's a great warm-up exercise. That is why I pretty much skipped warm-up, because this is our warm-up. Hands back on the side of the pool and we are climbing the staircase again. Look, I'm pulling this knee all the way up toward the wall and then up toward my belly. Notice there is absolutely zero movement coming from hips, right? No of the bouncing up and down. I keep them stable. And those jumps. You can do 8 of this, you can do 16. Again, be creative, whatever works for you. Make sure the tempo that you choose is challenging, all right? It's not floating, it's not vacation, it's a workout, so it has to feel like it. With your hands, really do your best to move the water all the way around. If you feel that those muscles are challenged, it means they are, and you are getting a good workout, even without any equipment. Hands on the wall, climb those stairs again. Keep going. For those of you who struggle with this exercise and maybe your hips are sinking down, you can use Aqua Belt to make it easier, or you can place noodle right underneath your hips and try that version first. Keep going. We still alternate those two exercises. We need a lot of repetitions. I hope you don't get bored with that many reps. That's exactly how many our body needs to build stronger muscles. Keep tucking those knees in and out, in and down. Back to the side of the pool. Breathe. Keep going. Now, I never actually use Aqua shoes for my workouts, so I can't even tell you whether that would be challenging to use them with this exercise. I'm assuming not, but let me know in the comments if how that affects this exercise. And again, I want you to really feel, especially with jumps, that it is a cardio segment of this workout. Yes, the other one, we don't focus on tempo. Only when you let the wall go, I want you to work on the speed as well. Keep going. Big circle arm moves. Now you can definitely imagine that having those gloves would make it so much more challenging. Now you see dumbbells on the side of the wall. They are for decoration purposes only today. Using dumbbells would not be a great idea here because we want very quick transitions between one exercise and the other one. We don't want to waste time, not even a few seconds, to put dumbbells away. Back to jumps. Here we go. Out and in. And always do your best to really jump out. Open up your legs. That's how you're gonna target inner thighs and out thighs. And then right here, you're working your core and hamstrings and quads and glutes. Once you check all the moves that I have for you today, let me know which one was your favorite. Keep going, really feeling those arms. Don't go easy on your upper body. We can get really amazing upper body workout without use of one single equipment. If only we continue reminding ourselves to really use those pumps. Staircase, keep going, push it. Almost imagine there's a wall behind you and you want to push your foot back to the wall. Keep your foot flexed. Engage those glutes. We only have few more moments left here for those two, so continue doing your best. I hope you can tell and you can see clearly I'm not jumping up and down. My feet are moving up and down, but my shoulders are below the surface pretty much at all times. You can do those two exercises definitely on a deeper end of the pool, but not higher than your shoulder level. This is gonna be the last transition between those two. So do your best, choose the great tempo. Remember, inhale into the nose and exhale out through your mouth. It's gonna be easy to work out with me if you are using a stand for your phone, because you can definitely have me right there on that deck and I'll be watching you. All right, let's turn around. see what's happening in the pool today. Who's new? What's going on? All right, and this is it for those two exercises. Go ahead, take a quick water break, and let me show you the next two. We're gonna do scissors now, and I'm gonna show you a few options of how to take scissors to the next level. Again, you can continue using now ankle weights if you want. Now, let's start with both hands on the wall, on the side of the pool. Notice I'm pushing one toe down to the bottom and the other one all the way back and up to the surface of the water. Again, very little movement of those hips bouncing up and down. You want to keep it stable. Well, of course, they will be moving a tiny bit up and down, but as little as possible. With this exercise, I want you to think glutes and core. I want you to stay focused and make sure you don't bend your knees too much. Don't lock your knees, but also don't curl. All right, now you can place one hand behind, just like that, to take this exercise to the next level. If you'll be able to maintain the same form, the same tempo, try it. If not, I want you to bring your hands back to the pool, because maybe, just because maybe, you need to practice a little longer before you try that advanced version. Now you can also turn sideways and let your right hand to float on the surface of the water. This one is definitely my favorite. I want you to check this out and see if you like it too. So eventually, if you want, you can combine all of those moves together. You can do, let's say, 8 or 20 on one side. Then you're gonna come back to the side of the pool, because with that grip, you're gonna work your lower body better. And then you're turning sideways, and your hand, your arm, one more time is getting a little more of the workout as you allow it to push the water in and out. Then you are facing the wall again, checking on your form, always checking on your form. Breath in and out. All right, now we're gonna make scissors with floating scissors, and that's option 3. Can you tell I'm no longer touching the bottom of the pool? You really need a good grip of that wall now. So you're gonna do 8 without touching the wall, without touching the bottom. Then you're gonna turn sideways without touching the bottom of the pool. It is more advanced version. I want you to give it a try and do your best. This exercise looks amazing, and I assure you it feels even better. Now you're gonna start bringing your toes back down for a moment, and then you are floating again. As you turn sideways, you no longer are touching the bottom of the pool. How fun is that? As before, you decide if you want to do and repeat each move 8 times, 16, 20. The number is yours. I'm just giving you all the ideas of how to take it to the next level. Your toes are touching the bottom of the pool again when you transition from one side to another one. All right, so now we're gonna do 4 up, 4 down. So I'm floating here for 4, and then I'm touching the bottom of the pool for 4. And again, floating, very powerful leg moves, and touching, touch down, floating, and touching. Such a great mix. Floating, don't decrease range of motion when you float, and touching. Now what you can also do, watch, I'm getting closer to the wall when I'm floating, and I'm moving away when I do touchdowns. And again, in, floating, away, touching. Try it. In, floating, and away, touching. Again, really think glutes, because we really want to work posterior part of our body with this exercise. That's the goal. Other from having lots of fun, because it's a fun exercise. Couple more times. And again, if it's too frequent, those transitions, try for 8 or 12. It really doesn't matter. The key is to really work with beautiful range of motion. Keep going. We have a couple more moments here. We really want to target back side of our body, glutes, hamstrings, back muscles. Core is extremely engaged here as well, just to support this position. And it is pretty intensive, so we also get a good cardio segment. Let's turn again sideways. I'm touching the bottom of the pool as I transition here, and I am floating again. Super cool. It's way harder if you are not holding the wall with both hands, but give it a try, right? We want to experiment a little bit. We want to do those new moves and challenge our body in any possible way. I know those are new moves, so that is why it's so important that you always check part 1 to every single exercise. I know you're gonna feel those legs, and that means that I think we are ready to move on to the next exercise shortly. Finish the last set. Pull your belly in. Keep your arm working. We got it. We feel it. We are doing great and ready for water break. Let's go. All right, next part is mix of 3 exercises. We're gonna do floating staircase, aqua sprint, and wall sprint. All of those 3 moves look very similar, but just changing the position will make every single move very different. So this is aqua sprint. I know you know this exercise, but look what happens when we blend it with staircase and sprints on a wall. Now this is how you are sprinting on the wall. You just can't do it on land, don't you? Well, in the water, anything is possible. I want you to sprint extremely fast. This is not skip or jog, which means you go really fast. And then you are back to this floating staircase. So you're gonna have about 10 to 15 seconds per exercise. Maybe 8 reps, that's all you want. You want very quick transitions. So you are sprinting. It's the fastest version of this move you can do in the water. Then you are sprinting, pushing your feet back against the wall. The higher the better. Tricky, right? You got this. Keep going. Each time you have to touch the wall. Then you are sprinting again. Go fast, go fast. You can turn around if you get bored quickly with moves. Faster, 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 faster. That's your cardio segment. And you are back to floating staircase. Let's do it. You're definitely gonna feel your heart rate is up during this segment, and that's exactly what we need from part 4. So again, you are sprinting. Go, 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 go. Turn around if you want to. Knees up, knees up, knees up. Now you are pushing your feet against the wall. You have to figure out what to do with your hands to stay close. Every time your feet must touch the wall, right and left. You got this. Go. It's aqua sprint, and then you are doing floating staircase. Mix those 3 as quickly as possible. We have about 5 minutes for this segment, so we can do it together. You can go on your own. But remember, you should be out of breath at the end of this set. great exercise for core, right? And just think about those tiny muscles that surround your wrist. Once you try get closer and closer to the wall, they are really in action. Aqua Sprint and floating staircase. Let's go. This time we only do few reps. And it's Aqua Sprint. Activate your upper body. You can punch, you can splash this water around, you can really do whatever. And your feet back against the wall, right and left, right and left. Make sure you don't let your foot just kick up in the water, up in the air. Up in the air is not a good expression here, right? It's Aqua Sprint again. Keep going. We are only halfway through. We have 3 remaining minutes to transition quickly between those 3 exercises. Make sure you do your best to really lift up those knees all the way up to the surface. Don't worry about your heels touching the bottom of the pool or not here. It's sprint, we don't have to worry that much about it. Feet against the wall. Aqua Sprint again. Faster, faster, faster. Keep it up, keep it up. Floating staircase. It's easy to remember, and if you sometimes switch which one goes first, which one goes last, don't worry about it. As long as you keep moving, we're doing fine. Is your sprint the fastest you can do it today? Are you really pushing those feet to the water? Use your core. Breathe through it. It's hard to breathe. It's hard to say anything when we do those exercises. That's a good measure of how fast you're going, actually, if you cannot say anything. And now you can do the staircase with turning sideways with just one hand on the wall. Yes, that's how we take this segment to the next level. Other than this, you do exactly the same. It's just a little harder because now your arm has to work. Aqua Sprint takes you back to that front position, and you are pushing your feet back against the wall, right and left, right and left. If you watch this exercise, it may seem to be slow, but once you take it to the pool, trust me, it's not. You're gonna turn again sideways if you choose that second version, and you are turning sideways for that floating staircase. This one is tricky. Keep pushing those feet back, and don't forget, each time you push it back, you are using your core to pull your knee forward and up. So now your left hand is working. That was great. Keep going. High knees. Sprint, sprint, sprint. Make sure it's the fastest version. Go, 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 go. Feet against the wall. I really like this exercise. It's super tricky. You can't get bored with that. You are sprinting again. Yes, we are slowing down a little bit. Why is that happening? Are we tired? Well, remind yourself we are almost there. And also remind yourself that it's really important to keep that great tempo through the whole segment. Floating staircase, again, beautiful range of motion. You are activating now your left arm to keep you afloat. Keeping those shoulders square with hips. And this is how we just completed another segment. Good job. Number 5, wall jumps, high, low, down, and then we're gonna jump out and in, like with Aqua Jack. So I will definitely show you everything way better with my underwater camera in a moment, but that's quite how this exercise will look from the deck. So you jump up, then a little lower, then you're gonna jump down, and then you do one jack. So a little lower here, out, and I'll show you in a moment how you can do it with additional jump in and out. Okay, right now just 3 moves. So wall, a little lower, and down, and again up, halfway down, and down, up, half down, and down. Keep going, up and down and down. Very good. Up, halfway, and down. And those arms again, pretty busy here, getting a good workout. And up as close to the surface as possible. This is one way to do this exercise. I want you definitely take your time and practice this before you add additional move, which is coming in a moment. Stay with me, keep going. Up, down, down, and one jack. Did you see that? Let's do it together. One Aqua Jack, it's super fast, right there. And perfect, keep going. Really work those inner thighs, out thighs, tricep, and of course abs. Total body workout if you ask me. Keep going. Keep your hands very busy here. Your hands need to make sure you stay at the right distance. You can't move away too much, because if your feet will be just floating up in the water, this exercise just won't be as powerful. So if you can test it, and you see that if you start pushing your feet just up, but the wall is not there, it's like this exercise, this combination is missing something. I've tried that for you, trust me. Keep going. And remember, this jack, this last moment that the last move that we just added must be very, very fast. Keep going. And so we are getting to an end of this version of this exercise, and I want to show you how we can change things up just to make it a little more fun. So finish the last one right here with a beautiful range of motion and head for a quick water break. Meanwhile, I'm going to show you how we can transform it with very, very simple solution. All you have to do is turn sideways for the next exercise. And now your feet are facing the right. Everything else stays the same. Your jumping jacks are also facing sideways. Here's how it's done. And you see everything else is like it used to be. But what happens? You start to engage your obliques a little bit more. And you're gonna feel it immediately with the first repetition. So now try do 8 on each side, and then either get back to the center or switch side, however you want to do it. We still have plenty of time to work those abs, so let's go. Make sure you control your breath. And for those of you who feel you are sinking down no matter how hard you try, again, one solution would be using Aqua Belt. Second solution, you can try using Aqua Gloves. That might help a little bit. And the third one, which maybe is even the most important, you want to make sure you don't jump up before you push your feet to the wall. Notice that my shoulders are above the water at all times, but they're not going to move up before I push my feet up, right? So you're gonna turn with cross-country skiing, and now we have the other side going on, 8 more reps or more if you're gonna fall in love with this exercise, because this may just happen. Really great for abs. And what's cool about it is that when you shape your abdominals in the water, you do it without bending your spine like you do when you do crunches. Yes, and crunches is probably most popular exercise for abs, but let's be honest, you are bending your spine in the same spot over and over again, and it's like bending anything. I mean, how long it's gonna last, right? If you bend a pencil or whatever, eventually it's gonna break. And what happens, our spine will probably not break, but we will feel pain in our back, in our spine eventually. So if we can make it easier and still get a great results and shape those abs, why wouldn't we do so? Try make each of the exercise exactly the same. So you want your feet getting to the same 2 spots on the wall and to the same spot on the bottom of the pool. I have this darker blue strap, and that's where I do my jack, and then I pretty much push my feet against the light in a pool, so it's easier for me to figure out. But sometimes it may be a good idea to, put a dumbbell somewhere so you know where your feet are going every single time. And then you're gonna jog it out or get back to cross-country skiing. And cross-country skiing with feet on the floor and then on the wall is another mix that I want to show you. This is number 7, ladies and gentlemen. You begin with your feet on the floor without tucking your knees up. Then you do exactly the same with your feet against the wall, toes pointed up, feet hip width apart. Look at those hands. They really have to move very, very fast and keep you close to the wall, because as like before, both of your feet must touch the wall every single time. So I want you to play with this one. And then number 8 is skip B. This is a super new exercise. Now you're gonna push your heels back against the wall, just like that. You can obviously do it 8 times. I'm gonna just show you a couple of those, and then I'll show you how we can change things up, still working hamstrings. This time, like this. How's that? Great idea. And then you're gonna jog it out, turn your back against the wall like this, and you are back to those jumps. So first you have both feet back against the wall, hamstring curls, glutes and hamstrings really have to deal with this movement, which is good. Then you're gonna do skip B, kicking your boom boom as you go. Yes, really bending those knees, hands on the wall. And now you do jump with, again, both legs. Now if for any reason that would be too hard with both legs at the same time, just do one at a time. You can skip jump, right? You can just stand next to the pool and bend one leg and then the other one. You can do that. Now, to be honest, I have not tried this one yet with ankle weights for Aqua, but I'll do it soon and I'll be happy to tell you how that went. I imagine it's going to be very challenging. I don't know if it's possible with both legs, but definitely skip B, this one. Yeah, this one will be quite fun with Aqua dumbbells. Keep on going. Yes, look at the arm moves. Now, if you can come up with any other arm moves that keep you to the wall easier, look, now I'm alternating my legs. You can try different arm moves, okay? This is yours. This is your freestyle, whatever works for you. This is something I've tried, works for me, so experiment a little bit. Watch your form every now and then. Remind yourself, belly in. I am breathing here. Inhale into the nose, exhale out through your mouth. This is a fun exercise, very jumpy, right? Many of those moves were not so jumpy. Well, this one is. And again, skip B. Keep on going. Hamstrings are always the last to remember about, right? We focus so much on front of our body, so this exercise will definitely put the attention to the back of it, which is great. And again, both feet, control your position with your hands. Look how many movements our arms has to do this exercise right. And then finally, hands back on the wall, jump and knee curl. Very cool exercise. And again, remember, one leg option right here, and same with your hands on the wall if you prefer. Of course, with heel backs, knee curls, you don't just leave your arms alone. You keep any movement that helps to go along with this one. And again, both legs. Now you have to admit that I got very creative with this workout. I'm loving it. So all the exercise that we're doing here will be showing up in a future workout. So make sure you master all of those. More jumps, heel backs, both legs at the same time. Pull your belly in, watch your form. Keep going. Keep jumping. This one is so much fun that you absolutely forget you are working out. It's like just fun. And more. And again, alternate. Skip B, and we are getting ready to kick the wall again, just like that. Alternating legs first, belly in, move your arms along. And then both feet back at the same time. As always, this is a superhero exercise, something we can only do in the water. We can do all of it in the water. Good, and those are the last repetitions. One more time, wall jumps with knee curl, belly in, keep going. And again, really feel how powerful this is for those glutes and hamstrings. Very cool. Well, we have enough for now. Number 9, Aqua Jacks against the wall. And then I'm gonna show you some floating leg lifts. With Aqua Jacks, you pretty much jump in and out. You just have your feet against the wall instead. What happens, you need to really incorporate your arms again so you can stay this close in a wall. Now it's gonna be very hard because once you open your legs, it kind of pushes you away from the wall. So this is when you have to somehow figure out what to do to stay close. And now watch. We're gonna go and do lifts. Now we're only gonna do the bottom leg up and down. The other one will automatically lower a little bit, but keep priority to that lower leg, okay? The bottom one. It goes up and down. Wonderful exercise. Again, targeting inner thighs and out thighs. With your hand, I mean, obviously one is against the wall. The other one, figure out where you wanna place it, what you have to do to make this exercise better, to keep your position in line, sideways. Then bring your feet back to the wall, because guess what? There are more wall jacks. Keep going. Out and in. Now when you look at your feet, you want to see straight line. You don't want to see that your feet go downwards when you open them up. You see the line? That's where I want you to stay. Jump down, switch side, and again, more leg lifts. Keep going. Right, you try to keep your top leg as close to the surface as possible. It's the other one, the bottom one, that has to do all the effort to bounce up. You stay in line. Your arms create a line or a frame. Core engaged. Feet on the wall and wall jacks. Such a challenge for core. This entire workout is really great for your abs. You absolutely can forget about doing any crunches on the day you completed this workout. Please mark my words. And more side lifts. I wish I could come up with a better name for this exercise. If you have some ideas, let me know. Put in a comment number 9 and the best name for this exercise. I really need your help. I'm trying to make those names very visual so you can easily remember them in case you are making notes. But sometimes, honestly, my imagination is just like, well, what else can I do? What else I can come up with? And wall jacks. In and out, in and out. Keep going. And so we're still gonna practice more of those, not only to get a better workout, but we're actually gonna make those moves a little bit different and a little more challenging in a moment. So I want you to make sure you first feel very comfortable with those. So keep going. Challenge those inner thighs and out thighs. It's almost like a side plank position in the water. Very challenging position and exercise. And again, wall jacks, in and out, in and out. Jump down, switch side. Always keep reminding yourself, abdominals engaged and belly in. Moving on, next exercise, Aqua Jacks against the wall. And then we're gonna go sideways to do floating scissors. So Aqua Jacks pretty much stay the same. You still work those arms and then watch. Very similar, just now you move your legs front and back. So scissors that we've done many times in my other workouts. So you're probably familiar with this one. And now push your feet back to the wall. Try do it without touching the bottom of the pool. So that is this extra difficulty in this segment. All right, before we were jumping down and now, there we did it down. And you are on the other side. Try about 8 of those scissors and then jumping jacks. Again, you can go 4 times or 8 times, however you want to. Just keep great tempo. And in. All right, you can hold yourself closer to the wall like this. Out, in, out, in. You'll notice that the first time when you start doing all of those moves, it's easier. But then once your muscles get tired, it is very challenging to complete each round. And I want you to experience the challenge. You see, this time I'm not touching the bottom of the pool. My feet are back on the wall. All right, and yes, again, you have to find your way to end it up on the opposite side. Try, don't bend your knees here. Keep going. Those are scissors. You know how scissors look like? Your legs must pretty much copy the motion. Once again, push those feet to the wall and go. What's great about this segment is that your body is really not taking any breaks in here. You just keep going. You need to be extremely engaged and you stay challenged this entire time. No recover, right? You just switch very quickly from one challenge to another one. So you can see that as I bring my feet to the wall, I'm actually holding the wall pretty tight, and then I'm gonna take a moment to move my hands off the wall, find a perfect position very close to the wall, and then do wall jacks. And again, scissors. So I'm touching the wall with both hands when I transition from one side to another one. You see? And back to wall jacks. Sometimes it happens that you're actually gonna float away. Well, then you have to come back. Do whatever it takes. Those are the final reps in this segment. Again, it's gonna be very challenging closer to an end, yet we'll have to do what we have to do. Woohoo! Keep those arms busy, challenged. Don't bend your knees. It's very common that at the end, those legs are so tired that we forget about it. We try to just relax a little bit. Well, let's not do it, not yet. All right, roll over, something very, very different. This time you push your feet to the wall and then back. To the wall and to the back. And for those of you who cannot do rollover, just do donkey kick and then push your feet to the wall. Then we're gonna add flatter kicks. So you're gonna kick hard, kick hard. Look, I'm not bending my knees a lot, very, very little. And then again, rollovers. So I'm gonna do 8 of each rollovers. Well, because we don't use any equipment, it's very hard to stay on the surface of the wall. Water, you have to move quickly. Your legs start falling down. Look, you have to kick those legs back, and then you can move yourself away from the wall a little bit. But you'll notice that when you do the last rollover, you see, you sink, so you have to go fast and back and front and back. Extreme tempo, really. Every single tiny muscle in your body must be very, very engaged. Kick those legs back. Try don't touch the bottom. That's gonna be the challenging part in this one. And now you wanna see the water being splashed behind you. If you don't see the splash, if you cannot hear it, you're just not kicking hard enough. Simple as that. I don't need to be there to tell you this. So every now and then I want to look back and see. You see? Kick. There's no splash. That's why, because I'm still trying to kick those legs higher, and finally I am right there. Notice how those quads are challenged. They very much challenge, especially with those flatter kicks. So doing rollovers with dumbbells is just fairy tale. It's easy, but without, oh my God, it's so hard. Keep going. We want to switch those moves a couple more times to make sure we've had enough. Keep going. Keep pushing those feet back. And you try to keep your legs hip width apart if possible. At the end, you'll notice that you start kicking your legs out more like in a classic style. That's because your body will be so challenged with it that you just can't control this anymore. You can see it here, right? I'm kicking those legs out more than I probably should. But again, just do your best. As long as you keep going, there's really nothing wrong with kicking your legs out. It's just different that rollovers really should be. Well, take those rollovers sideways now. And again, correct your form. Keeping those feet in line. Now our scissors will be against the wall, so that's gonna be another transition. I told you I got super creative here. Scissors against the wall. right there. So your hands are against the wall, your scissors are actually behind like that. But those are not flutter kicks anymore. I want you make sure this is way bigger range of motion. Rollovers, roll over. And again, hands on the wall, maximum range of motion. Now don't bend your knees. I told you, it's not gonna be easy. Did I say not to bend knees? All right, I'm glad I corrected myself just on time. Gotta be careful with the underwater camera. Now you guys can see absolutely everything. All right, number 12 are ballet jumps, and guess what? These don't have that much to do with wall, but you see where I'm going when you see the next number 13. So practice those jumps a little bit. Notice my feet are in a turnout position. It's a fun exercise. Jump all the way up, have fun with it. You can add arms in and out. You can add jumps out and in. Move the heart rate up. Pull your belly in. Then you can bring your right foot forward and jump a couple times like this. Or you really want to work those feet and stabilize muscles that surround our feet, our ankles. Very, very important. And then you can alternate, right? You can do 4 of each, 2 of each. You can mix it up. Just have fun with it. Again, you really cannot go wrong. Notice that just turning toes out will target those inner thighs way, way more. I hope you can see it here, but I bet you're gonna feel it in the water. Now you can add a couple of those jumps, knee tuck jumps, and then back to ballet jumps. And again, knee tucks, belly in. Very cool. All right, so now we are ready for the exercise, diamond against the wall. And is that reminding you the jumps that we just completed? Well, I know ladies like diamonds, but guys like it too. So, well, we're gonna do a couple versions here. The first one, I want you to stay close to the wall and you push your toes to the wall, and then you open your knees as you bring your heels in towards yourself, like this. So again, upper body has quite a job here to keep you on the spot and close to the wall. Great for core and great for the muscles I mentioned. Well, then you can do diamond in this position. Belly in, make sure you are not overarching your lower back. Your feet are somehow below the surface. Did you see it? Yeah, so we obviously won't be able to be right there on the surface, slightly below, neutral spine, belly in. Find a good tempo. This one is not about speed, right? Those jumps were to move our heart rate up. And now we're gonna do diamond in a sideways position. So you only have one hand support and the other one still has to deal with the resistance. I think it has to deal with gravity in here as well. Keep opening out those knees out and in. Keep your feet together. Make it a little awkward, but you know, this is how you target muscles that quite often are not challenged during the day, during every other regular stuff that we do. And obviously you want to switch side and do a couple more here. Try make it in a very graceful way. Point your toes, belly in. You think about bringing the belly in towards your spine, like in a ballet, in dance, in Pilates. Control your breath. Remember to exhale always with the most challenging part of the exercise. All right, now finally closer to an end, we can choose the lazier option and support our back against the wall. Definitely option that we want to put closer to an end of the workout, and it's also an easier option, right? So if any of those 3 ones that I showed you first is impossible for you for any reason, there you go. Leg circles next to the wall. All right, so you're gonna point your toe, you're gonna keep your leg straight, and you're gonna draw a huge circle right there underwater. And you're gonna feel it's a 3D workout for your legs and your booty. Now, if you're gonna like this movement, I want you to check the workout that I'm gonna attach at the end of the video. It's a full workout for legs in the water. I made it in the summer, so I did not have my camera, underwater camera there. But this exercise you're gonna find there, and plenty other exercise. If you remember names, you'll be able to do all of it. And I promise it's an amazing workout. Now looking back, I don't know how I was doing all of this without my camera. I love my underwater camera now. Keep going, leg all the way around. Beautiful range of motion. You want to do 8 on each side and then switch. And of course, you can do more. Try don't bend your knee, and if that means that the circle you draw will be very small, that's okay. You can start small, and once your legs get stronger, you're gonna be able to make it better. Now hands on the wall, and we're gonna do split jumps. Oh, I love it. Now the fact that your hands are on a wall will give you so much strength to pull those legs back in. This may remind you V jumps, but it's not the same if your hands are on a wall. Trust me on that. So trust me, I took my time to experiment this specific exercise, and I tried to do it with dumbbells, and then I tried to do it without the wall with no equipment, and with the wall support you get most of it because you have such a control. You see, that's when I experimented, and you have such a power to pull those legs in together. Probably the most challenging exercise for inner thighs. You can add 1 bounce before you do another one, right? So you can go split and bounce, split and bounce. And you obviously want to lean a little bit forward and make sure you don't overarch your lumbar spine again. Keep your core engaged, have fun with it. Again, I promised you it's gonna be 3-dimensional legs and booty workout, so we'll have to target those inner thighs as well. You see, this is how I experiment and find the best moves for you. All those small adjustments make sometimes a big difference. It's a dynamic stretching, which means you improve your flexibility without holding each pose, right? You want good tempo. And now if you want, you can mix those split jumps with ballet jumps. Yes, so those come very handy right here. And make it more intensive too. You can mix it however you want. You can do split jump and then ballet jump, or you can do 2 or 3 in a row. Mix it up and have fun with it. No, without the wall it's not the same. I've tried again, now I'm convinced. And split jumps. For the end, we can make it a little bit easier and slower because we are almost done. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know which one was your new favorite move. I know you found something new in this video. Let me know which one that was so I can place it more often in the future videos. Thank you so much. Press that like, and if you have not subscribed yet, do it right now. If you want to be notified about the new video, hit notification bell. Fall in love with the process and the results will come. Fitness Anytime and Anywhere by Marzena. Thank you so much and see you next time. I'm gonna practice now for a new workout. Bye-bye.